You are.
There it is.
Hell yeah, boss.
Oh, hey.
Oh yeah.
Good morning and welcome to episode 1346 of Hard Factor. It is Wednesday, November 29th, 2023. Thank you for cheating on the news with us. 80% accuracy guaranteed on this podcast. Subscribe, like, and set to auto download, please. Today, we have Florida men and women, epic potholes, collapsed mines, Hamas hostages, marital trouble, everything you need to know about AI, New Zealand making a change, and much more. Are you guys ready for all this news? It's a, like
How the hell are we going to do all that?
news buffet, some may say. News bukkake, a couple of things.
I'm hungry, dog.
Yeah.
Cover me in the glaze from the buffet.
Yeah.
Oh no, someone spilled a vat of glaze from the buffet.
Yeah. It's gonna get real slippery
From the donut station.
Yeah.
Hey, what's a bukkake? I don't know what I signed up for.
Don't want to go last.
I guarantee you someone
Well, I guess
has
a lot of guys probably do want to go last in that one.
oh, if you're bukkake, you want to be in, be out on your way. But I guarantee a lot of people have confused bukkake with kabuki, which I think is
Right.
like it's a Korean or Japanese style of like theater.
Dangerously close, right?
I
yeah.
can't wait for this
Japanese.
kabuki class. What's bukkake?
Exactly. No,
Yeah.
I'm telling you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Ugh.
Well, we got a
A lot
full
of
house
dudes
today.
in this bukkake performance.
Speaking of all the dudes, we got all four hosts.
Hell yeah. What's up?
A
What's
rare
up, boys?
pleasure during the holidays right now.
Yeah, you'll see it a lot more after the holidays. That's for sure.
It's true. It's true.
We got too much to do. We should just go, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Do you know who you're with? 3 Factor, yeah. This is real news.
It's not even 3 Factor though.
Oh, why did it play that then?
It's not
Well,
even 3 Factor, and we
Oh,
don't
wait.
have a cup of coffee today.
Okay, so ignore that. So we're gonna.
Send in the car.
Fooled you. Fooled you.
That's how long it's been.
Yeah. There it is. Hey, potholes are the worst, right? Aren't they, guys? You guys aren't
Mhm.
big pothole guys, are you?
Love
Well,
it.
All right, that's weird.
I'll yell at nothing when I hit a pothole, bro. I mean, that's some of the angriest I am when, like, especially if you're drinking a coffee in the morning.
If you bottom
Yeah.
out,
Things you didn't even know were like you'd say if you were
You
angry. Yeah,
Yell at the municipality.
yeah,
Bro, it makes me want to get out there and vote, you know,
Yeah.
angrily.
yeah.
you
Thank
probably
God
can't even
you guys
vote
aren't
for the
big
pothole filler, though, can you? I guess you could, like the top pothole filler,
You
but
can,
like,
you can vote for like road improvements. Usually they're like what are
Right.
they? Special elections in Austin.
Props or
Vote-
something.
Props, exactly.
prop
Did-
bets.
Did you guys hear that story about that woman in Illinois, Ronald Reagan's hometown? She was like the city comptroller for 20 years, and the city was like broke. That it couldn't fill any potholes, had no tires for like the snow plows and shit. Turns out she'd siphoned about 25 million over 20 years so she could buy horses. She had like an epic horse stable collection, like
A lot of fraud out there. Yeah.
one of the best collections in the world, but no
Wow.
money to fill potholes.
25 years of pothole money. We'll do
Could
it.
have filled so many potholes. I think we did a story too. I'm just throwing this out there about a guy. I think maybe his son died in like a motorcycle accident on a pothole or something, and he just went around and he filled up potholes.
Yeah,
himself.
that guy was awesome.
That guy was awesome.
The pothole king.
Yeah, the pothole king. He's done like 500 potholes himself. Well, thank God you guys aren't pothole guys. That's awesome. Look at these things. These things are annoying.
Ugh.
The
Ooh,
worst.
where's that one?
I don't know, but look at this guy. This guy drove into like that's like a sinkhole almost.
That's not a pothole, bro.
No, that's not a pothole.
That's somewhere where it snows a lot, right? Because like
Yeah.
snow, I feel like snow creates huge ass
Well,
potholes.
snow plows knock those like steel plates they put down to cover construction work, like for a temporary. If they like, the road crew opens
Right,
the
and then
road
it'll
and they
create a
got to go
big
home for the
ass
day.
pothole.
Well, it's pressure. It's geology. It's pressure and water. So yes, ice melting, snow melting. So it's traffic pressure over time and water. It's like what they say in Shawshank, time and pressure, whatever geology. It's all it takes to tunnel out of Shawshank. And potholes are the enemies of tires and bladders. You know, if I don't know if you've ever hit a pothole that you didn't see at 30 miles an hour plus, but that'll give you a jolt. That'll fuck you up.
It wakes you up. Yeah.
I almost get your airbag out at you, you know?
You think
Or you pull over. You're like, what? All right. What did that do?
Yes.
Sometimes
is a pothole-
you'll land on your balls, like if it's a big enough drop, you know.
Is it more dangerous than sneezing while driving?
Yes.
Hitting a pothole?
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
You think?
Yeah. Big time.
How long
What
do you
about
sneeze? Are you one of those guys that like and then
I don't know, Mark. How long you known me?
Close your eyes.
Don't even remember my sneeze. Some friend you are.
Pat's got a big lead up to his sneeze. Big
Right.
wind.
Most dangerous thing you can do while driving, other than texting, is sneezing. But if you were like if you were being filleted and you hit a pothole, like that's when it's life or
Ooh.
death, dude.
Oh, you lose your
death.
yeah.
You're gonna want death. Anyways, these bastards are everywhere. It's like, you know, because of geology, because of traffic and water, they form, and you know, you hit the same fucking potholes every day because the more traffic there is, the more water there is, the more likely you're gonna get a pothole. So these are on nice roads, they're on main roads, they're all over the place. It's not like just in like podunk towns that don't want to take care of it. They're everywhere. They're in cities.
Side roads.
Yeah. And that's what's happening in Brighton Road, Lancing, which is in West Sussex County in the UK. Some guy keeps running over the same fucking pothole every day over there across the pond. This big old pothole on Brighton Road, and it wasn't getting fixed. So a local took matters into their own hands, and you might want to hire this guy to some important position because he's a problem solver that thinks outside the box and does whatever it takes to get results, because this son of a bitch just sprayed a dick around the hole.
Huh.
Sprayed a giant dick around the pothole.
Yeah, there you sure
See,
did.
that's such a soft pothole. That's such an overreaction.
Oh no! Look at the yellow lines. That's right.
Big
That's
ball.
right where the tire goes, my friend.
Right in the middle, but huge
I mean,
balls.
you can't
on
tell
dick,
the
on the
depth.
dick you drew.
Yeah, maybe it's the angle. That pothole looks like a crack.
Oh, yeah, but if you drive it over it every day, you know.
Did he draw that so that he could claim it was a middle finger? Because it's so close to a middle finger.
It
the way
is.
he
I
drew
think it's kind of impressive because it could be either, right?
right.
It's
Leaves up to
offensive either way.
imagination.
And guess
Yeah.
what it did? It got the lazy city workers off their ass, and they fixed it immediately.
Really?
Dick was drawn. Yeah.
I feel like if you're gonna draw like a dick in protest, right, or a dick to call attention, there's lots of different dicks you can draw, but you got to draw that like that really simple dick that you can make in one motion. You know, where you put
Side
a little
profile.
line,
Yeah,
the side profile, and like just
Mhm.
the little line where the head is and a little dash where the urethra is.
And make,
Well-
Another one.
make it coming on the pothole, maybe.
Oh yeah, that would be good.
Yeah.
This
Down-
And then put an
Yeah.
arrow and then write the word
Then-
you.
Lips around the pothole, and then the mayor's name on the lips.
Yeah, keep it simple. You want to keep it simple.
This guy doesn't have that kind of skill
Secundius?
up, though. You can see. Yeah.
Then make it small and then write the mayor's name under it.
Yeah, yeah, just a tiny dick.
Has the
Because
dick
the pothole
tagger?
could be the mouth, and then
Yeah.
the dick
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. The lips
Oh yeah,
around the
that-
pothole.
yeah. That's the,
And then a word
Right on
bubble
could be the
that says,
butthole.
loves it.
There's butthole.
so has the dick tagger been identified?
No, but either this guy's a copycat or he's a serial
Hmm.
dick sprayer. I think this image is the same, but they claim in the article this is a different road, different dick. This guy, let's see if they're the same.
Well, that's
I
his
think
middle
they're the
finger,
same.
dude.
That's his.
Either-
Yeah.
But this guy, apparently, there's another one in nearby that also was spray painted a dick around the pothole, got fixed the next day. So this guy either copycatted that person or he's like kind of like the pothole king of the UK.
Right.
And he goes around, spray paints dicks over all the potholes, lickety split.
Easier.
The city picks him up. Cleans it.
Easier than what the other guy does.
It's true.
Yeah.
Lazier, funnier, easier. But he's getting potholes cleaned up over there. So
Interesting.
pretty
awesome.
cool.
It works, man.
It's rare that you can be a good Samaritan while tagging dicks all over town. That's pretty cool.
Do you guys think that if I gave you some spray paint right now and I was like, spray paint me a vagina, you could do it in a way, just a vagina, where people would be like, oh, that's a vagina.
Yes.
Yeah.
You think?
Yes.
100%.
Okay.
We should
Will?
do that challenge.
I mean,
Sounds
dick-
like a dare.
Easier than a vagina.
We're going to take you guys to spray
spray
paint and then just a random person who I could ask is, what does that look like to you?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's easy.
Yeah.
How would you do it, Wes?
Well, you go 2 lines around, and then in the middle 2 that are
And then the
squiggly.
two down.
Yeah, and then maybe a little tiny bean up top.
Yeah, exactly. A little bean.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Guys, but what's that?
Yeah.
No, it kind of looks like vagina, but something's wrong with it.
Didn't Wes ask how many lips there were? He thought there were like 5 pairs. The majority.
Yeah, you'd have to
How
have the
many
right
labials are
color paint too, because that one could easily go sideways on you if you didn't have the right paint. If it was the wrong color, you could just.
You got to get close to the ground for a vagina too.
It might take someone a minute, but they'd get it.
You like a tight vagina.
Yeah,
A small one. Yeah.
You can't
Not
you
a sloppy one.
The
but the
spray can't be too far away.
Right, you got to keep it tight pattern.
compact.
Yeah.
Should we have a competition?
100%. I bet you could do it with a pen. I bet.
Oh, easily.
Pen?
A pen, sure, but like
Yeah.
graffiti tagging is harder than drawing with a pen.
Is there a place around your house that you could graffiti tag a vagina? Because you could just do it, take a picture, and we could put it to the internet.
We can all do it on a piece of paper. I think.
I'm liking it's got to be graffiti. I got spray paint in the
a
garage.
piece of paper? No, it's got to be outside.
Okay.
Well, I got an idea. How about we find some potholes?
Good idea, Mark.
Right, put them on there. Yep.
Spray paint vaginas around them. Anyways, they figured it out in the UK. They're getting it done. And if you want to hear where'd you get that this holiday season, that's what you want to hear. Uncommon Goods is your secret weapon. Uncommon Goods is here to make your holiday shopping stress-free by scouring the globe for the most remarkable and truly unique gifts for everyone on your list. Thank you, Uncommon Goods. I suck at gift giving, and I've used them for like 4 gifts this Christmas already, holiday season. Whether you're shopping for your secret Santa or your entire family, Uncommon Goods knows exactly what they want. Here's a few of my favorite gifts I found on their site. I'll tell you one, limoncello kit. I can't tell you some of them because I don't want some of my family listen to the show.
Right.
But limoncello kit for me and my wife, that's one of my favorites. It's amazing. It showed up pretty quick. I'd say like a week total, less maybe. So you got plenty of time if you get in there. Yeah, it's incredible. What did you guys get? You guys got anything that you can reveal?
Got some earrings for my wife that I gave her, so I can reveal.
Nice.
Let's just say I got something from the for her section.
Ooh. That also might be for you,
It's a vagina stencil.
Yeah.
So you can clearly spray, if you want to, spray paint a vagina.
It's pants with vagina outline on it.
Yeah. I mean, no confusion.
When you shop at Uncommon Goods, you're supporting artists and small independent businesses. These fine products are often made in small batches, so shop now before they sell out this holiday season. Uncommon Goods purposely looks for products that are high quality, unique, and often handmade or in the U.S. And they're awesome. They have meaningful gifts, really cool gifts. You got art, jewelry, kitchen, home, bar, everything. And with every purchase you make at Uncommon Goods, they give back $1 to a nonprofit partner of your choice. They've donated more than $2.5 million to date. Pretty cool. To get 15% off your next gift, go to uncommongoods.com/hardfactor. That's uncommongoods.com/hardfactor for 15% off. Don't miss out on this limited time offer. Uncommon Goods. We're all out of the ordinary.
Hey, Mark, what's 15% of 22?
Oh, Jesus. Like $4.
Okay. Yeah, it's about $4. Well, I highly recommend you guys go and get this one's a steal. It's a make your own guitar pick punch for $22, and you can like use any credit card to punch like a Metro card or whatever. It's pretty fun for if you got a young guitar player. That's sick, bro.
It's pretty awesome.
Cool. Yeah,
very unique.
There you go.
Hey, where'd you get that?
yes, Will. That's exactly what you were saying.
It does look
good.
like a vagina.
Is what you're going to be telling them. Yeah.
All
right, who's up?
Just thinking about how I'd draw a vagina for the last 3 minutes, to be honest with you.
Yeah.
I think you nailed it, like on the description.
Yeah. I'm really narrowing it down in my mind, though. You know what I mean?
You're not going to do it. People aren't going to know what the fuck it is.
Oh, no, it's so good.
So much harder than a dick. It's like,
you can't draw legs and like the little like.
No, I won't.
It's not that hard. It's like a double parentheses with a bean on top. What are we doing here?
I was going to go full body.
Squiggles in the middle.
It's got to be just the vagina.
Yeah.
Okay. That's harder than it sounds.
We're not drawing like the interior, right? It's just the outside of. Yeah.
I mean, like I don't want to draw someone I've never seen before. You know what I mean? I'll go. All right,
Hard
guys.
on memory.
I couldn't let this one wait for Florida Man Friday. But by the way, if you want to get a weekly update on the best and most excellent Florida stories, you can do that by joining our Patreon. Just $5 a month. You can get a bonus episode every week, Florida Man Friday. And then if you're at the $10 tier, you get the Hive Hour too. access to the Discord. Our parlay is kind of hot this week. We'll talk about that maybe Thursday. You might want to tune in. But the boys are they're gambling with 10s. I'll put it that way. First time ish.
Tell you what,
close to 10 minus 15%.
all of our worries last night or on the last podcast. Don't worry about it.
It hit, so
They didn't matter.
Yep, don't worry about it. I mean, it didn't hit because Vikings are terrible.
Push, but what do we win?
Look,
8,700 for the week, right?
8,700 for the week, not bad.
Yeah.
Not bad. Anyway, so let's go down to Florida, guys, and meet Sandra Jimenez, or Jimenez, probably.
Thank you.
Yeah, absolutely. She's like in the Miami Springs area, I think. But she was out with her boyfriend, and I guess this is Saturday night. They're out maybe partying. I don't know. Maybe they're at a restaurant. This is her, by the way.
Holy moly.
She's hammered, dude.
She looks kind of drunk, right?
If you're not looking at this, she does not know where she is.
hoodie, and her eyes are her eyes are pretty. What kind of? It's just a drunk face. That's just a drunk stare she's doing.
It could be, but it also could be normal, and they tattooed her eyebrows in a way that makes her look hammered.
Yeah,
Look at those
absolutely.
eyes.
Those are absolutely tattooed eyebrows.
Yeah, but the
Right.
bags under her eyes, and then the like.
She's breathing
Fuck
fire,
you!
guys.
I'm barely awake.
Yeah.
Look.
Would you guys say a doppelganger for legendary character actor Luis Guzman?
Close.
Kind
Yeah.
of.
Pretty close, yeah.
Yeah.
Pretty close.
Yeah.
I'd say
Take
so.
Luis's mustache off. Yeah.
Yeah, I did. I mean, that was There's plenty.
Looks kind of like my childhood friend Alfredo Gonzalez too.
Kind of does.
Yeah.
Right. Anyway, what was she doing? Well, her and her boyfriend, they've been together 8 years, a long time. And they were out partying. They got back to their house, 500 block of Northeast 62nd Street, and I guess an argument ensued. And after this argument, which, by the way, was about her boyfriend looking at other women, which we all know, not something you want to do. If you get caught doing that in public, too, the night's not going to end well. And you mix in whatever cocktail brought upon this face to this lady.
Horrible argument out in public. Yeah.
Yo soy capitan. She's the captain. You know?
She's the captain now.
Yeah.
So she said, fine, go to sleep. And he said, yeah, I'm done with this. You know what? You're ridiculous. I wasn't looking at other women. I'm going to sleep, okay? I'm going to go sleep it off. He just wanted out of the argument. You ever done that when you're in an argument? Just go to sleep? Yeah. Smart. Kind of.
With a couple extra drinks. Just grab a drink.
No, they have that rule. They have that rule. Don't go to sleep angry. Like there's a reason why they have it. So
Of course, but that doesn't count in drunk.
when you're blacked out, it's hard to do. Yeah.
Right.
I don't know if he was blacked out. He just wanted out of the argument. So, but he went and lay down on the couch, closed his eyes, and he felt a weight on him. And that's when he knew he don't fucked up, because Jimenez was on top of him with 2 rabies needles that were for their dogs. And what did she do? But she rammed one of those suckers right through the organ he was using to look at those other women.
Oh.
His eyes.
Oh.
Oh,
I thought I got confused. I thought it was
Me too. I went cock too.
The organ he would use to look at those other women.
Well, we stopped. We said the organ he used.
Yeah.
And then we stopped. We didn't hear look. We heard organ he used with the.
it was great. Great delivery, Pat.
Thanks, man. It was apparently it was confusing. She stabbed him through the eyelid, guys, with a rabies needle. I guess in dog kits. I've never had a dog kit.
What are they,
honestly.
vets?
Exactly. I mean, maybe they're in an area with a lot of rabid animals. I don't know. It's like
That's
an
so weird.
EpiPen,
It's probably worse than getting stabbed in your dick with a needle, right? In the eye.
dude. 100%.
Probably the
it's
only
worse.
spot worse.
Is
But
she?
it's the only way to stop the problem, Mark.
Yeah.
Is she?
Does she look like a vet tech?
a little bit? A little
Kinda,
bit.
yeah.
She kind of does. Maybe that's what. Maybe that's what it is. Maybe she thought her man's eyes were infected, and that's why they
Okay,
were
give me
wandering.
the animal. Yeah. Just yanking.
Sticking.
Just put it down.
Hold
gonna
him
keep
still, I'm
look-
gonna stick him.
I'm going. Okay, mommy, I'm gonna keep looking. Yeah, you're right. You keep looking.
Did she hit him with both needles in the dick?
She had
I mean,
2
the eyes.
The eyes,
In
the eyes.
in the dick. You guys
Double down on him.
Get your minds out of the gutter. It was like Pulp
Both
Fiction,
eyes.
the overdose scene.
One needle per eye.
Well, both eyes are technically the problem. No, I think just one. She stabbed him through the eyelid, but she had 2 rabies needles. Who knows? I don't know.
Second was a threat. Yeah.
She pierced his right eyelid. She then realized she fucked up and left. Got the fuck out of there. Cops came. Took them out of the hospital. They're still together, probably.
No chance. Really?
You think they've been together 8 years, and this is the most insane thing that's happened? I don't know.
Oh, 8 years is
Look
no,
like that.
Might not be the most insane thing that's happened though.
But when you get stabbed in the eye with a rabies needle, that's when you got to like sort of wake up and smell the coffee.
This is a memory. That's
Yeah.
all this is.
Shows
think
you a
so?
nice meal.
Water
Right?
under the fridge.
Yeah.
It's a memory.
Whoa.
At least you don't have rabies. You know that.
Yeah, you're safe. You're good on rabies for a while.
You know that.
Yeah. That's the one bright side, I guess.
But the main big question from this story is, why do you have a rabies needle at your house unless you're
Right.
vet tech, right? Yeah.
Well,
It's
you
like an
have two.
EpiPen for
Why
a
do you have
kid.
two? Yeah.
Two, exactly, yeah.
Aren't rabies treatments just like, aren't they like a long drawn, like you have to go multiple times too? I don't know how it works, but
No, no
I
way.
feel like it's multiple sessions.
Why don't you jump in there? Someone, let's move on to the next story, and I'll look into it. Let's see.
Is having rabies like almost
One
like being
of four. You're at 4 doses.
Yeah.
By
So
the way, if
I've
you
always
want to
thought
find
about
this story,
too.
just Google rabies needle, and that's the main.
Does rabies kill you if you're a human?
Yes.
Yes, 100%.
Does it? Are you sure?
Yeah.
100%
Incurable.
will.
Yeah.
Not 99.9999% of people die.
One
if they don't-
person has lived.
And it's
Yes.
a terrible way to go too.
Because one
you
time
turn
I
into a
saw a
zombie.
raccoon in the woods who was definitely all rabiesed out, like foaming at the mouth, and it looked like it was enjoying itself, and like maybe that it had super.
Oh, you're thinking about getting
strength.
it?
For a
Right,
time,
like what if it gives you a little bit of an edge? You're like a living zombie.
it
for a
gives you
little
an
bit.
edge for maybe a couple hours, but
Right.
then it's all downhill.
Okay.
He was just having a great time jerking off, looking at me, foaming at the mouth.
So you don't want to try performance enhancing rabies.
It's surprising. No, you don't. It's surprising more people don't die of rabies since it's 100% death. Like I guess these pussy ass raccoons and shit don't really bite people a lot.
Well, you can get if you catch it early. It's you don't like actually get it. You
Yeah,
go
but
get
what
Just
if
get
shots.
benefits. You just
What
get
if
the benefits.
you yourself was drunk
And then-
were drunk in the park? Like how come homeless people aren't dying from rabies all the time?
Quick update to the
Probably
story.
Oh, they're getting
When
the benefits, Mark.
when police questioned her, she said that the injuries were self-inflicted. She said he did it to himself.
He stabbed himself in the eye with the
Stuck
rabies.
himself.
He felt so bad about looking at the other women.
He stole my needle.
He grabbed the needle and he stuck himself right in the eye.
So I'll never do it again. Hey, put down the cat. You're early. Put the cat right there.
Oh man.
Shit.
Um,
All right, Wes,
wanna
you
go
where you
or-
want me to go? I'll hop in.
Go ahead.
Let's take it over, fellas, to the AI corner. Okay.
Oh, yeah.
Trippy, bro.
Yeah, intense, right? News in the AI world moves insanely fast. That's why we have the very high-tech intro right there. And so here's a high-level summary of what's happened since we last talked about AI like 4 shows ago. Head nerd of AI in North America, Sam Altman, is back at the helm of OpenAI after his staff's mutiny won him his job back after being fired just days before and hired by Microsoft. So
Was it a different job? Is it head researcher or did he get it CEO
he's
back?
back, CEO, totally in charge again.
And that was because they started it as a nonprofit, then realized they needed a lot more money, so made it a for-profit. Then Microsoft bought it, and he wanted to do ethical stuff. Was that what it was? And
They're denying that. A lot of people are
saying
saying that, Pat, but they're denying it. They're saying that he would slip in patches and releases without confirming with them.
a lot of
And
he said, she said about
he,
what
he,
people
he
cared
threw shit
about.
over the fence into production a lot and didn't tell them what he was doing. So they're saying the opposite. They're saying he was too risky. A lot of people are saying he was too ethical.
Right.
Who knows?
Anyways,
Didn't like him.
the staff had a mutiny, almost all of them, and he's back as CEO. Another wildly profitable organization notorious for getting out of paying taxes, Amazon, also announced their new AI chip with NVIDIA and their AI chatbot / tech assistant for businesses that starts as little as $20 a month called Q this week. So Amazon really stepping up their AI game. They want to parlay their dominant hosting service, AWS, Amazon Web Services, into AI dominance in the business world. So
yeah, they've been having that AWS backend's like the same like the Google backend or who's the third competitor? Anyway, you get back in there, they got AI tools, man. They've been having those tools.
Yeah, AWS is sort of taken over. I feel like for like they really filled the space for like enterprise server hosting, and they're dominant. And so if they can get AI for businesses, I mean, it would be a lot like back when Windows got all the business back in the day. The U.S., Britain, and 16 other allies have signed a pact to make AI quote unquote secure by design. And notably, the pact has not been signed by any BRICS members or applicants. So,
Yeah.
it's only
Good luck.
18 countries. But the good news for those 18 countries, including the USA, is that AI is now projected to harm wages more than job numbers in the near term, according to a new study by the European Central Bank. So at least they're trying to plan for those changes in those 18 nations.
Okay. So you'll still have a job. It just won't look like you do on your paycheck.
Right. You just get paid a fractional amount because, yeah. So that's what.
And a computer's your boss.
Yep. Yeah, exactly. So don't tell that wages are going to be the only problem to Sports Illustrated writers, because Sports Illustrated got caught publishing straight up artificial intelligence articles in this year's swimsuit edition, according to Futurism, along with TheStreet.com, Men's Journal, and other Arena Group publications. That's the group that was using this AI writer. Yeah. And they claim, though, it's pretty funny because they got caught using the AI writers to put out stuff in Sports Illustrated. But then this group claims that they got duped by a fake writing team called Advon, who uses AI writers and then sells their work to publications in need of cheap articles. So,
right. So, okay.
They hired
Advon,
a third party.
They do the
everybody
e-commerce.
passed the buck, right? Like Sports Illustrated passed the buck to their ownership group, Arena Group Publications. Arena Group Publications passed the buck to this Advon people.
Was there no author on top of the article? Couldn't
no, it was AI generated authors too. Like they made.
Well, oh my God.
So Mark, this is what they're doing. This is a trip, right? So if you Google right now, I did this yesterday. Best ultra thin computer monitor. And I noticed this like a month or two ago. I'm scrolling down. I'm saying, you expect to say Gizmodo, right? PC World. It's like New York Times covered that. Okay. And then USA Today. Weird. Every major publication has editorialized advertisement articles, effectively, listicles about the bests with their affiliate links. So that's probably what ended up there. Advon, I'm guessing. Right.
Yeah, I don't know.
Here's an article disguised as an advertisement disguised as an article.
Could have been ad articles, right? But either way, they were AI generated with fake AI writers, like the pictures.
You said the swimsuit edition, though, right? So, who cares?
How'd they get caught, though?
But people were running them through, like, check the AI. They're basically.
You can tell.
Writers, yeah, you can tell. The AI writing is shit.
Who's reading the articles in the swimsuit edition? Who the fuck?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a good point. But they got caught nonetheless.
What are they doing?
I mean, if you are going to slip it into any edition, it is the edition is what you slip it into.
You
right?
test it out in the swimsuit edition to see if anyone notices. Yeah,
for sure. Also, TheStreet.com, apparently that belonged to Jim Cramer, so nobody's reading those articles. Men's Journal, people don't read the articles. So yeah, they had a good thing going, but then they got
those
busted.
men are so hot. Who's reading the articles?
Where's he from again?
They're just looking at pictures of like guys in the outdoors. Like, oh yeah.
Does it say if he works out?
Yeah, that looks cool. What's his favorite food again?
Yeah,
dude, that truck looks awesome on that mountain.
Yeah,
I'm gonna flip the page now. So I guess it's a good thing that we do these shows on video, guys, because we can't be taken out by the AI creators, right?
Have any of you guys used AI yet? To write an article?
Oh, no. A ton. No, not for our show. No,
for our show to like do a full story.
I wouldn't even know how to do it. Where you go to ChatGPT and just say, "Oh yeah, you could do a ChatGPT, right?"
Oh, very smooth, Wes.
You like that?
I wouldn't even know where to begin.
I think you'd be able to tell. You'd be able to tell if I used AI.
Oh, Wes is an AI shark. Everybody, he knows.
I just copy whole articles.
Right.
Wes is an AI shark. He's not letting you know what's below the surface. Anyways, it's a good thing we do these on video because the AI could never take our jobs because they can't make fake people, right? Wrong. I'd like you guys to meet Aitana, Aitana Lopez.
She's from Spain.
Yes, you've probably seen her in a banner ad somewhere modeling because she's an AI model created by Barcelona, Spain agency the clueless who are anything but clueless, because Aitana is raking in about $11,000 American a month, modeling and online ads by just existing and having the patent on her as an AI modeler.
I need to fix her one arm though. It's clearly like thinner than the other one.
Okay.
Yes. First real women. Now you're coming on AI women's bodies.
Spotted it, you know.
I mean, I bet a computer probably calculated the size. Anyways, could be an optical illusion. Ruben Cruz, who designed the model, told Euronews he basically did it because he was sick of real life influencers and models. He said, "We realized that many projects were being put on hold or canceled due to problems beyond our control. Often it was the fault of the influencer or the model and not due to design issues."
Wait, is that
I'm so sick of these human Instagram models. I'm going to steal their job with a computer Instagram model.
Exactly. So see ya, all real people. Here comes fit_Aitana on Instagram, 161 followers from Barcelona. She's a gamer.
Get more fit than that.
She loves fitness, even though she doesn't have a real body. And she's a cosplay lover. Again, even though she doesn't have a real body to put the costumes on. And you can see.
Any finger pics? No way, right? Because that's where you catch it.
Right. Nope. It's all just like a chest and face. And
any China pics, not just cut. I might be drawing one soon.
Right. She would be able to get a look at it. I mean, she's an AI, and it's basically the same thing. I mean,
there's a
she's
hand.
Sports bra. They have like the bottom of a hand.
Outside of batting 1,000, right? You can't tell that it's AI.
Looking? Yeah, how are her arms looking on these, Wes?
I mean, I see a problem in just about all of them.
Okay.
You see some issues with. She's batting 1,000 in terms of like.
Yeah, go back up to the pink bikini on the far right.
Okay.
That's the same one, same arm. He doesn't like that arm.
No. It's the left. It's her left arm.
Yeah, her left arm.
Problem. Yeah.
Okay, pink bikini on the. Oh no, that
There.
one right there.
Yeah, that
oh,
one
it's
right
too
there.
big, huh? It's too big or
DM
small.
No, her left arm is just smaller than her right arm. That's all.
Wow, it's a real problem.
Maybe that's just an imperfection they built in to the model so that she was more realistic.
Somebody is driving
her on the
herself
show?
crazy with that left arm. I guarantee it.
Well,
he's the weak link on the team.
yeah.
The left arm guy.
Left arm guy is gonna get canned any day.
It's a problem for Wes, but it's not a problem for Ruben because profits are through the roof as he charges 1,000 euros per ad, and it is $0 overhead to produce those ads.
It's for stock images. He's stock imaging her. That's what it is.
Right. She's like holding up like a fitness thing. She's like, I use this fitness thing.
How much would it cost her to get a hard factor shirt on her? You think
$1,000,
$1,000
euros,
okay,
1,100 US.
You know the bottom of websites that sell ad space for like listicle type articles, and doctors hate when they do this, right? Or banks hate them. There's always like a photo in there, usually of like a super large breasted woman, like who's fit into like a really small dress or something. Like, you won't believe what happened at this wedding.
Bras hate her. Yeah.
Right, exactly. Those photos, you see them regularly because they're a fucking click magnets, very effective. But those were captured photos. That's a rare instance that you capture something that's be a click magnet. If AI can generate photos like that, you know what I mean? Like that.
Oh, yeah, look at it. It's getting real good.
Yeah, Aitana's already there. I mean,
that's insane, dude.
They're making money hand over fist.
It's like that shitty movie with Al Pacino where they created the supermodel. That
Simone?
It's like Simone kind of. It's like that level.
Yeah. Well, I got a happy one though. It's not all bad news. Not everybody's getting their job taken by AI. Basically, ChatGPT was asked to make the happiest bunny that it could possibly imagine, and it ended up going down this rabbit hole.
That's a happy bunny
of bunnies like having existential like tripping experiences, and then it ended up at just a giant like celestial being, connected being, or celestial server, as Mark pointed out in the group text. So I guess like
look at that,
we're all happy together, is according to ChatGPT with the bunnies. So
like an Indian god.
Yeah.
The last one is what it claims is like God, right?
Right. Basically, like this is as happy as you could get. Is us. It's the overall being. Yeah.
I'm your god now.
Yeah.
But it's all of us.
Just a picture
we're
of
all,
AI.
We're all connected with the AI. Hopefully, happiness together with the bunnies.
Could be. Could be fine.
Yes, that's happy stuff, right?
Sure.
It's happy stuff.
Lopez.
Thanks to that for the Happy Bunny one. Everything else, the negative stuff, I just found on my own. So
Wes, please DM. I'm sure we'll do a clip down of this, but please DM that account from our main account
Sure.
and let them know the left arm needs some work.
They know.
Itana, yeah, let her know. She's easy to find on there.
See if we can do some business with
I'm
them.
gonna get a
free.
response like, "I know. What the? Can you help me?"
Fit Itana.
Look, we'll pay $500 for an image where her left arm is facing the camera. Okay.
I mean, I feel like they owe us one after doing a 5-minute segment on her.
Yeah. And pointing out their imperfection.
Yeah.
Yep. Just a little. What QA? Was that what it's called? QR. Quality
They call
control.
it AI tech world.
QC.
What would
You knew
what
that.
would QR stand for?
You knew
I
that.
don't know. Quality recommendation.
There you go. That's nice. Nice. That could work. All right.
All right. Not so fun news. Let's move on. You guys remember the horrible attack that Hamas orchestrated back on October 7th? They killed all those people at the music festival, whole families in their kibbutzes, neighborhoods, set homes on fire if they couldn't get in. They took hostages ranging from newborns to old ladies. Pretty bad day, right?
Bad day.
Yeah. Well, you might remember one hostage story in particular garnered a lot of attention. It wasn't the hot chick that got kidnapped that was later found dead. Remember her? That was
German chick.
Yeah, she was at the festival.
Yep.
No, it was a story of Emily Hand. This girl, seen here smiling in September, just about a month before that fateful October day. And Emily, by the way, this is one of those where I'm going to quote an article because CNN had the exclusive. Thank you, Brent Swales, Rachel Clark, and Clarissa Ward, if you ever listen to this show.
AI names.
Yeah. So Emily had been at a sleepover at her friend Hila's house when this whole thing happened. She was at her friend's house in the kibbutz, and her father, Thomas Hand, was trapped in his house for hours. He wasn't able to get to his daughter to save her, as 130 residents were killed, others were taken hostage. Pat, is something funny?
Nope.
Pat, what are you looking up?
Yeah,
Nothing.
you look like
What's
you're
going
about
on in
to
the
bust
background?
out laughter.
Don't worry about it.
Sound like you're jerking off. The breathing.
Just
You
wait till the
on
end
a
of the show.
vagina.
Nope.
He's like, this is Pat's age range.
So
Okay.
remember about 2 days later, this guy Thomas, he was told that Emily's body had been found by some soldiers or whatever, the kibbutz leaders, and then he was all over CNN being like, I said when I found out she was dead, I said yes, and smiled because that's the best possibility
Oh,
that
I remember
knew
this.
here.
Yes.
Yeah,
I do
so
remember
death
this,
was
yeah.
a blessing, an absolute
Right.
blessing. He called his daughter's death a blessing,
Thought
which
that
I
was
thought
weird.
it was weird as fuck. It was insane. It was absolutely nuts. I get what he was saying. He's like, better than her being tortured by Hamas or raped or whatever else they're fucking doing to people over there. I got his logic, but to say it was a blessing was weird.
Stood
But
out.
yeah, well, it turned out Emily wasn't dead. And Emily's dad, Thomas, a month
He's
later,
like, damn it.
yeah, he's like, I got to backtrack a little now.
Hopefully not
Emily
abused,
was
but-
taken hostage by Hamas, and the military confirmed it. And this past Saturday, she was released. She was one of the people that was released in the exchange for some Palestinian prisoners during that ceasefire.
What age, Wes, again?
She was 8. She was 8.
Yeah, I mean, it makes sense to release an 8-year-old hostage. Doesn't make much fucking sense to take one in the first place, So
Well,
Yeah.
that's because then you can release her. And
then
then
you can
Right.
trade her for a Palestinian prisoner, is what they're doing.
it's some low down shit.
Yeah. And now we're getting a little bit of insight of what it was like being a little girl who had her 9th birthday while being held hostage in a place that she now refers to as the box. That's what she called where she was.
good. Is everyone hammering her with questions about it?
Yeah. Oh, everyone wants to know everything. So here's Thomas. You might remember that's what he looks like. Here's the reunion when he saw her.
Thomas looks to be about 20 years too old to have an 8-year-old.
He's
Yeah.
way too old.
Maybe 30 years too old to have an 8-year-old. He looks
Yeah.
like he's the type of guy that'll make an insane statement.
Yeah.
Well, he did.
Wait.
Yeah.
That's her grandpod, right?
No, that's her dad.
I was
Whoa.
hoping she died because she's so active.
Yeah.
I
Don't
mean,
they
he's
have a really-
61. He's 61 years old.
At least.
Yeah.
They have a really long life expectancy in Israel, don't they? Something like that.
I don't know.
He must be rich.
Outside of the bombing on both sides, yes.
Right outside of the war.
Right.
So
issue.
Thomas said that she was lucky because she was with her friend Gila and Gila's mother, who looked after Emily as if they were her own daughter. You know, again inside the box. And Emily is divulging a few things about what it was like to be a Hamas hostage, saying that they had breakfast every day, sometimes lunch, sometimes dinner. Nobody touched her, nobody hurt her, nobody sexually abused her. They just used fear to keep everyone under control. Probably, you know, a bunch of guys walking around with guns yelling, we'll do that to an 8-year-old. But she learned to love bread and olive oil because that was a staple of their hostage diet. And he said,
Pretty
Thomas
good
said the most shocking and disturbing part of the reunion was that she was just whispering. She said you couldn't hear her. So he had to put his ears to her lips.
It's pretty traumatic, yeah, for an
That's
8-year-old
because he's
to be
going
held
deaf.
hostage for.
Yeah, he's
It's
going
hard of
deaf.
hearing as well. So
Yeah,
it's
yeah, true.
double.
It was a double combo. Yeah. But the first thing that she did was when he got in the phone, he handed her he in the car on the way home. He handed her his phone. She put on a Beyonce song, but he also took the family dog. This is a weird one too. He's a weird guy. He took the family dog Johnsy to the reunion to offer and receive unconditional love in case Emily was angry at him for not coming to rescue her. Like, I need to make sure Emily is okay with Johnsy. And she's not mad at Johnsy because he didn't rescue her from the terrorists. That
Sounds like he's sort of more like putting his feelings onto the dog there. He's just
Yeah.
exactly.
he's having a hard time grappling with all this.
This guy's asking everyone in his life to not mention it.
Yeah, she also lost a ton of weight. She had a head full of lice. She said that one of the first nights she cried until her face was red, blotchy. She couldn't stop. She didn't want any comfort. But I guess she's forgotten how to be comforted. But the good news is that she
can't torture a fucking 8-year-old. It's not. I mean,
yeah, she's a resilient little girl, he says. And Gila and her are now free. And now the goal is to get Gila's mom, who is still over there as a hostage, free. But that's just a little insight of what it was like for the hostages over there. Obviously, just controlled with fear, not fed very much, lice in the box, yeah.
That sucks, man. This is why war is horrible. War is fucking horrible.
WWE huge over there in Israel?
I mean, yes. In the Middle East in general, it's huge. Like Saudi Arabia has like several large events. They tried to buy the WWE before UFC and the other people got involved and bought it. Yeah, it's huge in the Middle East. Period. Yeah.
I was just crazy that they named their dog that after one of the superstars.
John Cena.
John
Cena.
Cena.
Oh, John Cena.
Oh, if you John Cena, the dog John Cena.
It's not John Cena. No, you cut out. I thought
John Cena.
Okay. John Cena.
John Cena.
That's a good name for a dog, though.
John Cena. But yeah, so great that Emily is alive. And her dad wasn't blessed with her death. She's back home. She's recovering, but a lot more hostages to go. So
yeah, it's nasty.
Yeah,
the response by Israel's been nasty. It sucks.
Yeah,
not a fan of it. Not a fan of any of it.
Next time anybody's out there getting all hopped up on Warhawk goofballs, just think about this story and any of the other ones we've heard from Ukraine.
Box.
I mean, give me a fucking break. Like, how can you be excited about this shit?
Yeah, not great.
Hostage returns is pretty cool. There's been like 4 rounds. That's good.
Yeah,
but 99.9% it's been just absolutely terrible. Don't want to think about it.
Yeah. That's it.
We're in a lot of proxy engagements right now. So
hey, crazy story out of India. 41 low-paying workers, they wanted to make that very clear in all the articles, were trapped in a tunnel in Uttarakhand in the Himalaya mountains after it caved in on November 12th. And that's because on Tuesday night, almost 17 days after the tunnel collapsed and the men were trapped, all 41 men were rescued and are in the hospital, all in good health. No one's going to die. No one lost any limbs. Nice.
Wow, dude. Wow. How long were the Thai kids in there? 17 days, a lot of days.
I think longer than, around the same, maybe.
It was around the same.
21. Yeah. It wasn't the name of the documentary, like 23 days.
Yeah,
some bullshit.
like that,
yeah. Similar story, because the rain was coming for these guys, so it was like a race of time. It was rainy season, and they're in a tunnel. Not great. Luckily, a lot of them were tiny, making the rescue possible. Look at the size of the first guy they pulled out. They sent in like
God.
They sent in 17 midgets.
Yeah, well, they got you got to send the small guy out first.
Yeah, 17 jockeys
out. He's got
right.
You can't send the biggest guy first.
Right, because then that could compromise everyone's escape.
Right. Yeah, I mean, you go smallest to biggest. That's obvious.
It's a job that could have been done by 6 normal-sized men, but they hired 17 tiny, low-paying workers.
He's cute. That guy's cute.
Yeah, he's so little.
Carried by those big men.
Look at how cute he is.
Okay, is your dad in the mine too?
Yeah, exactly. I guess local residents gathered outside the tunnel right away. Within 6 hours, they started setting off firecrackers to let them know they were there. They distributed sweets and shouted slogans to keep their spirits up for the whole 17 days. They got the 41 men got food, water, light, oxygen, and medicine through a pipe. So like, here's like kind of a layout of the tunnel. They're basically in the Himalayas on the bottom, and they were able to like get a cylindrical pipe in there, and they could at a bank they could like shoot them supplies, but they didn't have a hole big enough to get them out.
It's like a pneumatic system. Put that back up, Mark. This is a nothing burger of a getting stuck situation compared to the Thai cave. They were
the Himalayas.
Sure, but they're inside a tunnel. First of all,
right. But you are in a mine that has, but still, mine collapses are terrifying.
What's it? 40 feet of debris in front of them.
Well, it's,
I don't know. Any feet would be bad.
Also, fireworks.
So they couldn't. Those little guys couldn't get out of 41 feet.
Getting caved into a mine it's which one's worse? I mean, they're both horrible.
I think people are getting shot out there.
Size-wise, it was like 80 feet of debris, Pat. You know, it was traumatic for them. It took forever to drill through it. The drill augers kept getting damaged. The terrain was too rough. It was basically like the scene in Armageddon. They couldn't, it was too rough. They couldn't drill through. So they kept like having like delays. And to make matters worse, like I said, the rainy season in the region was coming, landslides, earthquakes, floods. They were like days away from absolute disaster.
They should have called in Harry Stamper. He could have got it done quicker.
Thank you for rescuing me.
Yeah, they had pots of gold in there.
That's what the guy looks like.
Yeah, they had to grant them wishes.
He looks like Tattoo from Fantasy Island.
Yeah, he does.
So scary down there.
Did they have an Indian,
I'm the biggest one.
drill master that came in and just cracked these guys out?
I think they had a few drill masters. No, eventually what they did was, I want to get back to the Thai kids first though, because this is very similar to Thai kids, because the rain was coming and it was gonna. We know rain and caves don't go together, thanks to the Thai soccer team, that the Thai idiot coach and then the kids in the soccer team that followed him in. Hey kids, let's go play butts up in an extremely dark, dangerous cave on the first day of rainy season. Okay, coach. You know, with a coach like that, and every kid following him blindly, you'd have to assume they had a losing record. All right, you know,
that team sucked, bro. The Thai kids team was garbage.
Pencil those morons in for a win. Easy week. We're playing the cave kids. Yeah,
it's extreme measures to do a team building experience in the rainy season in the caverns. So
he killed himself.
The coach?
The soccer
coach?
coach?
No, the team captain. That's horrible.
One of the kids?
I just saw this. Yeah, I got the Wikipedia open.
Probably should have been the coach.
People are saying that the girl, the Florida woman who got caught masturbating, may have committed suicide as well. That's terrible if that's true.
Well, I fucking hope not. And I'm joking.
I was thinking that she was.
I hope not. I hope not on her, because she was cute and didn't deserve to.
I didn't see any like confirmed reports, but I saw the rumor on the internet.
Oh, that sucks. Okay, back to the Indian men rescue.
Hold on, one sec before you move on there, Mark. Just one more fact about the people that were in the cave. The coach, he was the 9th to be rescued.
Should have been the last.
Yeah, were there 9 people in the cave? No.
He jumped some kids.
He jumped some kids.
Those kids were doing good.
It was 12 members, 13 people total.
There was 3 very strong kids.
Coach should have been last. Well, back to the Indian men rescued. They were pulled out and wheeled on stretchers through a wider pipe. So they weren't able to drill through, but they were able to get enough space that the pipe that was shooting supplies was thin. They got a 3-foot girthy circumference pipe, and they were able to get these little bastards. Luckily, they were little through the pipe. They all did it. They did it within an hour. So what they did is they found other tiny people, and they practiced through a 3-foot pipe before they installed it. And they tried to stretch them out as quick as possible. They installed the pipe. 45 minutes, all 41 guys were out of there.
That's great.
Great job of the locals.
Strip them naked to do that. You feel like
probably.
it'd be a better idea to grease it up,
Lube
strip
up
them
the
naked.
pipe a little bit.
Yeah, lube it up.
Crisco.
Like they
Prob-
came out like little babies, you know?
Yeah.
Probably ask them to get rid of the boots. Yeah, take the boots
Just
off.
crying.
Yeah,
Take the size 5 boots off.
little Indian
They
men
turn them upside down and slap their asses.
A trough of naked
covered in
little
lube.
men sliding out of the tube.
Oh, it'd be nothing worse, bro. If there was a snag and the guy ahead of you got stuck,
They went ass to face.
you'd be going right into the inside of the
I'm
turkey.
coming backwards. I'm coming back.
Landing into the pile, you never know what you're gonna hit. You could get right on it.
We're doing opposite magnet style, right? Okay, feet to feet. All right.
Why did we go reverse? It's a great job by the locals and the first responders and the mining experts up there getting everyone out. It had to be pretty close to disaster. 17 days with 41 guys in there. You know, that's getting pretty. Where are they shooting? There's probably
Even
one
with the
guy
little
that,
shits. Yeah, it's still.
Well, there's probably one guy that was a giant amongst men. It was probably like 16 little guys and one normal sized guy that started like realizing he could just dominate these guys.
Yeah, the foreman. Yeah,
He's taking snacks from them and shit.
He's hogging the pipe.
Yeah.
Oh, there's definitely somebody who's a dominant in there. I mean, in a situation that's that
He was
dire.
Cave King.
Lord of the Flies.
They're all out. So
it's good.
A good thing they're doing okay.
Indeed. Does that anyone have another story? Or?
Yeah, I have another story.
Yeah, jump. You guys go for it. Jump.
Go for
Oh, Pat, you don't got another one?
I do, but I was gonna save it because it was okay, and then I came across one that's better than okay. That if we had time for, I was gonna do last. So, but you guys jump in. Yeah.
All right, I got a quick one. Let's see here. New Zealand. Smoke them if you got them, fellas, because they're bringing cigs back. It doesn't matter if you were born after 2008 anymore. None of that bullshit, because New Zealand is scrapping their push to effectively ban tobacco sales to 95% of Kiwis on both the North and South Island by the year 2025, which they had decided to do under the former Prime Minister Jacinda Ardern or whatever. And what's funny is that it's basically the need for tax revenue from the tobacco outweighed the potential and theoretical long-term benefits of the forcing everybody to never use tobacco again by law program. Go figure. Surprise.
It wasn't a group of guys doing a haka outside the courthouse.
That too, Mark. That helped. That helped.
A winded haka.
Yeah.
There was 6.
It's funny you mentioned Maoris are the biggest smokers on the islands, 20%. The new Prime Minister, Chris Luxon, who was sworn in on Monday, and he campaigned on cutting taxes.
Someone's sticking a finger up the guy with the pink guy's ass.
Got to get that guy in the center of a new suit too.
That's the Prime Minister. That's Luxon.
What's up with the face of the guy in the pink? It looks like something. It looks like
he's got a very straight mouth.
Looks like he got stuck in a tunnel.
Yeah. Yeah. Those guys all love cigs though, because check this out. Chris Luxon, he was sworn in on Monday, the new Prime Minister, the guy with the bad suit, and he campaigned on cutting taxes, partially funded by raising more tax revenue by selling New Zealand property to non-residents, which they don't do it to this point. However, in order to get his tax cut plans going, he had to make a swap and get a parliamentary coalition going on. That's the other guys on the sides of him. Cig sales for non-resident realty sales. So both the New Zealand First, that's the old guy on the left that looks like a Kiwi Johnny Cash. That he's the leader of New Zealand First, and then ACT, that's the guy with no mouth on the right. They both those factions of parliament said, we want cigarettes and we don't want foreign neighbors. And so ipso facto, darts are back. And
amazing. I need to know what the guy at ACT's voice sounds like, because it can't be normal, right?
Yeah, I mean, it's very Kiwi. It's
like an elf, like a Kiwi elf.
Yeah.
Something better than gorging yourself on pork and then having a cigarette. You know, how could they possibly take that away from them?
Wes,
and
you think this guy enjoys a good cigarette
after a meal? Yeah, I think he does.
Look how much he's enjoying that cigarette. That guy,
try to take his cigarette.
They ruined that guy's fucking life with this rule that they almost
his whole routine was thrown off. Eat a lot, smoke cigarette. Eat a lot, smoke cigarette.
Cigarettes away from an island.
Pork roast, cig, in that order. So sin taxes are how the entire country of Holland and the entire state of Nevada even exist. Two places I love dearly, so it's a no-brainer for me. But regardless, a win for this big Maori fella enjoying his cigarette and all the other smokers who didn't want to be forced to quit by 2025 down under this week.
God, this news calls for a cigarette, he said.
That guy is just the definition of pleasure.
Yeah.
Whatever he wants. Anyone enjoy smoking a cigarette more than that guy.
I love that picture, dude.
It's awesome. Like the first one.
And what's funny is they used this picture of this big Maori dude. He's got like this big Maori dude with a top knot. He's got his neck is wider than his head, which is already humongous. Just enjoying his cigarette. He's got rings on and shit. And they used his picture everywhere as the picture for when the ban went into effect. So he was like the poster boy for, we're ending this whole thing. And then no, he gets the fucking last laugh because the next prime minister was like, no, we need the fucking we need the tax revenue. It's $1 billion.
Yeah, these fat fucks love their fucking cigarettes.
Yeah, a lot of people smoke down them. So,
can't stop with them.
Yeah. Don't want to sell our own property. So
are you going to go in there and take them from them? Because
you be the one to tell the Maoris.
Yeah, exactly.
You don't want to tell that dude he can't smoke anymore.
Yeah, that's awesome. Well, good for them. I'm happy for them. You should be able to do what you want as long as it's not hurting anybody. Guys, men in India.
Secondhand smoke, but I digress.
I mean,
well, it's not like they're smoking inside anywhere there.
Yeah. No, that guy's big roast. That guy's not hurting anyone.
At the big roast. Good point.
Yeah.
Outside,
guys,
naturally.
Got another Indian story for you. We all know men in India have interesting ways of killing their wives when they want them dead, but they get the job done. And we have another case of a man using a wild animal to kill his wife. In this case, his daughter too, his 2-year-old daughter too. You guys remember the tale of Suraj Kumar? Here he is being hauled away for double life sentences in 2021. So in 2020, he used a Russell's viper, one of the most dangerous snakes in all of Asia, in an attempt to kill his wife. And these things account for thousands of deaths each year. If you're bitten, basically your kidney goes. You get blood doesn't clot. It's a very dangerous snake. So he used this Russell's viper initially to try to kill his wife, but she survived.
How did he get caught? Shit.
What's that?
How did he get caught?
Well, so the story goes on. His wife spent 2 months in the hospital. And then she went back to her parents' house to recover. And Suraj was like, I need a stronger snake. I need a better snake. So he went.
That's not a pussy.
I need a better snake.
He got a second snake.
So he went and got a second snake. He went and got a cobra, and he unleashed it on the woman. She's already weakened. Her kidney is like out. Like
right.
She's just on
finish her off.
Yeah,
this snake you gave me is no good.
She's on her deathbed, and then he unleashes a cobra on her, which then killed her.
Upgrade the snake when she's already feeble.
Yeah.
That's how he got caught. The second snake.
The second snake, he got caught. And I guess Suraj's story was a learning experience for this man.
Talk about unlucky.
Yeah.
My poor wife.
What are the odds?
Oh,
Fingerprints are on both snakes.
Yeah.
So I guess his story was a learning experience for this man, 25-year-old Ganesh Patra, who was having a marital dispute with his wife, K. Basanti Patra, who's 23, whom he married in 2020. They have a 2-year-old daughter with. And I guess the dispute got pretty heated because old Ganesh went out and he went straight to the source. He went and got a cobra first. He's like, I'm not messing around with no Russell's viper. I'm going to get a cobra. This is what I need to do the job, a cobra. And he went to a snake. Yeah, he went to a snake charmer when the snake charmer was like, hey, just out of curiosity, why are you buying a king cobra today?
Right.
And
It's like a gun salesman.
Yeah. He's like, what are you going to be doing with this king cobra?
For hunting?
Yeah.
King Cobra of passion.
Not many people buy king cobras from me. And Ganesh was like, it's for religious purposes. Definitely wasn't going to copy what Suraj did and unleash the cobra on his wife and daughter in the room while they slept. But Ganesh is a liar, and that's exactly what he did. And guess what? The fucking thing killed both of them, his daughter and his wife.
Why are they holding his hand? Why are the police like holding his hand? That stupid picture, like cuff him.
Yeah, they're just I don't know. But listen to this shit. This is fucked up. From the Times of India, apparently over in India, the government will give you $4,200 or 4 rupees lakh for each member of your family that dies of a snake bite. So if you're going to kill your wife, why not do it with a snake? right? It's a
Wait,
decent defense,
He makes
and you get
money
paid.
off of being a
Yeah.
murderer? No,
Yeah, set this up. Yeah.
Yeah, why would that be enacted as a law?
I have no idea. It's a government thing. If
yeah, but what if
because it's common, you lose
if
a
the
you lose a
snake is
working member of the
planted?
family, you can't support the family anymore.
If your wife loses her head, we'll pay you $5,000.
Yeah. So you got guys sitting around being like, I'm really down on my luck. I need money. What can I
This is
do?
Canada law.
And then the
That's-
guy's like, have you heard about the $4,300 it'll give
Yeah.
you if your wife dies of a cobra? And he's like, that's a great idea. I'm going to do that. And that's what he did.
He's like, you're kidding me.
yeah. Yeah. He's like, what? I've never heard of these. So yeah, 40,
How much does the snake cost? That's a profit.
nothing. Probably $100. But how they figured it out, first his father-in-law was like, this motherfucker, I know exactly what he did. He unleashed the cobra on my daughter and my granddaughter. But what raised suspicion was the snake bites were in exactly the same place, just above the ankle bone of the right leg, on both victims. And they talked to a snake expert who pointed out that it was unusual for the snake to be so still in the same room after biting the two people. And he said it was also unusual the victims did not scream for help after being bitten. So they might have been sedated, and then
the flute they found laying next to the snake was just alarming.
Yeah. He
I'm
also
gonna need a flute.
yeah. Ganesh said he found the snake and beat it to death.
The snake agitating oil that they found in the trash.
My turn. Go ahead. Go
the
ahead. My
guy's
turn.
chest hair just like littering all over the crime scene. I mean, it's just all over the house. Like,
This is sad too.
Yeah, it's terrible. So, but
Oh,
he's
it's horrible. This is
he's
dark.
caught. But it's crazy. These guys are using snakes to kill their wives and
Yeah,
shit
it's
over in
bad.
India.
that's as
Yeah,
bad as
but-
it gets.
If the government gives you money for it, it's even more nuts.
That is nuts, bro.
Child torture and child death. Those are bad.
So we could move to Alaska, or
Well, we're running long, so I can save mine.
tease us.
Well, just U.S. Customs Department in Minnesota, they intercepted a certain medicine, I guess you could say, for a certain problem that Wes was alluding to when he was talking about how he would draw his vagina. And, they stopped this. I'm just going to do it. All right, so the U.S. Customs Department guys, the CBP, officers in Minneapolis, they stopped a shipment recently, and that shipment, guys, was filled with about 2,300 syringes of. Can you read what it says there?
Rabies shots. Oh,
No, that's vagina tightening gel. It says right there on the packaging, vagina tightening gel.
Why didn't they let that through?
Yeah, I bet they use that AI model on the ads to sell this stuff. Yeah, guys, it's a gel for your lady's big vagina. This is a quote from LaFonda D. Sutton Burke, the director of field operations in the Chicago field office, said, "This dangerous shipment is another example of someone using unregulated gels to prey on unknowing consumers with false promises." False promises of getting rid of your huge vagina.
Oh, it doesn't really do it.
Probably
dude.
not. Probably not.
Shit.
It's magic beans.
It doesn't do shit, bro. It's from
What's-
Hong Kong.
What's the stuff that plumps up your lips? Maybe it does that.
So
Except,
Botox, yeah,
like,
could do that.
It can plump up the inside just like that,
Yeah.
right?
right?
Plump it
Yeah.
up.
She continues saying, not knowing what you're inserting in your body can be deadly. And
Probably true.
consumers believe they're getting a discount when in fact they're purchasing an inferior product with unapproved ingredients. Some say that make your vagina bigger.
Oh no, it backfires.
Yeah, guys, the injections are worth $19,000, and they were on their way to a residence in Woodbury, Minnesota, where I assume a woman with a really big vagina lives.
She could fit this guy through it.
Yeah.
My vagina's so big I could fit an Indian caveman through it.
Yeah, did everything get there? Yep, the vagina tightening gel.
So does she get a refund?
Some guy's
'Cause
running to get the package.
Look, this woman has been.
I think we'll follow this one.
Yeah.
Tracking it. It's 3 stops away.
Do a
DHS gonna
controlled
give this
delivery.
lady her shit back. What's going on here? This is unbelievable.
Who created this product?
There's a need in the marketplace. You know,
No, this is just a roundabout ad for Kegels. Like they're
Right.
like, hey, don't buy this shady shit on the dark web.
Oh.
Do your exercises.
Dan, I'm sorry to hear that, Dan. Have you tried this vagina tightening gel? Have you tried it?
Yeah,
Apparently, you just shoot it on up there and it takes care of the problem.
A box of it if you want.
He's like, I'm a few days away from buying a snake. I need this thing.
Anyway, that's the show. Thank you guys so much for listening. Hey, as we said, check out our Patreon. It's like costs a cup of coffee for the month. It really helps us out tremendously. Also, do us a favor. The New Year's coming up. I think we're entering our 5th year, right?
6th year.
Something crazy. But tell a friend about Hard Factor. Do that, and we got some really good stuff in store. And if you're a fan of Spotify video, I don't know, maybe that'll be coming back pretty soon.
Friday night trivia.
Ooh.
Friday night
Yep.
trivia. I forgot to
That's
mention.
right. Oh, we should have mentioned it at the top. But yes, if you are a patron, patreon.com/hardfactor, and you send in the car, or drop the golden elbow, the top 2 tiers. We're doing a meetup this Friday night, 9 p.m. Eastern, December 1st. And our boy Mike Wade is going to be running it. Don't know if it's trivia. Don't know what
It'll be
it is.
trivia.
It's going to be fun.
Maybe holiday themed.
Trivia
Anyway.
o'clock.
Tell a friend about Hard Factor. Follow us on social media. Subscribe to the YouTube if you haven't. Get out there. Have a great fucking day.